What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm super excited to be making this one. It's been a long time coming, and we're going to be checking off a huge milestone on the E82 competition drift car. As you saw in the title, we have all of our suspension, control arms, angle kit, coilovers, the whole nine, and hopefully by the end of this video we will be having the E82 as a roller. So let's go ahead, jump right into it. Let me grab our coilovers and I'll show you guys what we're going to be running. So for coilovers, we have partnered with Silvers. We're going to be running their neomax two-ways on the car. These are extremely nice. I reached out to them and I've been emailing back and forth. They're an awesome company. They've been extremely helpful and they were more than happy to partner up this year, and they sent me out a beautiful set of their coilovers we're going to be running on the car. So this is a custom spec setup. Obviously, I have already opened them up. Excitement couldn't hold myself back. So let's go ahead and open it up and show you what's inside. Now, like I said, this is a custom set that we spec'd out for the comp car that is two ways. I'm actually going to be running a standard coilover in the front and the two-way in the rear. I really wasn't too concerned with controlling the dive on the front end of this car. So we went back and forth a little bit and just decided, hey, let's just run a standard setup in the front and we'll do the two ways in the rear and have all the adjustability in the back, which is my main focus on this car. And we are going to be running a true rear coilover, not a divorce setup. I like the idea of running a true coilover. Makes it much cleaner and much nicer. So here is a set of the rears. These things are beautiful. Very nice quality. Super excited to be running these. And here is the fronts. We're not going to be running the camber plate. We have a custom one for our angle kit we're going to be putting on that I'll show you in just a minute. All in all, beautiful kit. Very excited to be running it. Let's go ahead and move this aside. I'll show you the next big thing that we got. Obviously, we're going to be running Wise Fab. We have the full front and rear kit for this car, completely redesigned, knuckles, control arms, tie rods, tow arm, the whole nine. Everything is here to make this car an absolute weapon. When it comes to angle kits for the E80 and the E90 chassis, there's not many options. Really just Wise Fab or FDF, but the FDF stuff is not up to par for this car. So this is what we're doing. It's a little on the pricey side, but we'll get everything unboxed and you'll see why. There's a lot of pieces here, but it is proven to make these cars an absolute weapon, and it's podiumed over and over again all throughout the world. So having the Wise Fab paired up with our Silvers coilovers will hopefully be the ingredient to our success with this car. So let's go ahead, open these up, separate everything, get it all unwrapped, and we'll start getting it installed in the car. Well, like I said, it is a lot of pieces, more pieces than I can really fit on this crappy table. The cool thing is, Wise Fab has all the arms pretty much pre-adjusted from a drivable point. We're going to change a lot of it and align it to how I want it and how I want the car to drive. But at least all of this I can bolt up and have it decent enough to roll around and do whatever we got to do until I can get it aligned. So here is everything here. It's a little late right now. I'm going to go to bed. We'll come back out first thing in the morning when we got some light. We'll start throwing the front of the car together. All right, what's up, guys? Good morning. It's the next day. So we're going to get started on the front of the car. Before I start bolting everything up, I need to grab one of these top plates. And we're going to have to cut into the strut tower here, right where that sits. So I'm going to get this marked and we'll get this all drilled out and notched out. And then we can go ahead and start bolting everything up. All right, I don't know if you guys saw how much of a nightmare that was, but for some reason, I could not drill through this reinforcement plate I welded on here. I used every single drill bit I had. I went to Home Depot and even got a full set of cobalt hard steel drill bits and still would not even make a dent. I'm not sure what was going on, never came across that, and no matter what I did, I couldn't even get the smallest bit of like shavings to even give you a sliver. So I ended up getting the little M12 cutoff disc, and it just blew through it like butter. Cleaned it up with a Dremel, and now it looks great. So go ahead and knock out the other side. All right, so now that we have both top hats all done, I just loosely put them in there for now. Let's go ahead and grab the control arms and the knuckles, and we'll start getting everything in. All right, guys, so here is one side completed. Looks so good with the silvers and the Wise Fab. Super pumped on it. I do still need wheel bearings. I ordered them, so hopefully they'll get here soon. And rotors. I do have the calipers. I rebuilt them on my own time. I actually stripped them down, ordered rebuild kits, sandblasted them, painted them, so they are completely refreshed and ready to go as good as new. So let's jump over to the other side, get that knocked out. I'll show you guys how it looks when it's all done. All right, guys, so we have the entire front end together, the Wise Fab with the silvers. Everything's just kind of eyeballed. Obviously, I need an alignment. I've gone through so far on everything that I've installed that I won't ever have to remove again, hopefully, and torqued it all down to spec, and also used a yellow paint pen and marked it as well. So when it comes time to nut and bolt check this car, I don't actually have to go around with a socket and a wrench and physically check everything. I can just look at it and know it's still in spec and not have to worry. But I'm not gonna paint mark anything for like camber, toe, caster, anything that we need to move with our alignment. So it'll stay that way for now. This thing is gonna look so mean when it's together. I'm pumped. Let's jump onto the rear and get that knocked out. We have two sets of bushings. We have these for the main trailing arms and these for, I believe, the toe arms. I'm not too sure, but either way, I'm gonna take those off. I'm gonna go throw them in the freezer for a little while, probably for the evening, and try and make my life a little bit easier when I go to put them in tonight. All right, so I froze this bushing and I made my own little press thing here. So I'm gonna see if I can make this work. So last night I was out here pressing in all of these aluminum bushings. I kind of like made my own way of pressing it, which worked out in the end, but it was a hell of a time. Actually snapped some of the all thread and it shot across the garage and it was intense. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this Wise Fab on. All right, guys, I have the driver's side knuckle all in. Check it out, still needs to be torqued to spec. I made a mistake. I ordered this kit and I got the M kit, which from my understanding, the subframes and everything are the same. At least I thought, and it was just gonna be a wider track width to save me on using spacers or anything. Well, turns out the one and only difference in the kits is the tow arm itself. On an M subframe, whether it's an E82 or a 1M or whatever, it's all the same kit. The pickup point is further forward, so the arm for the M kit is much shorter. Well, this one won't work at all. I can't even bolt it up because it's so short. So I reached out to Wise Fab, and I'm going to be getting 2 more tow arms that are for a non-M, so they're a longer arm, and it actually puts the tow where it needs to be. So let's go ahead, jump over to the other side and start getting that installed. All right, that one went in a little bit easier than the other side, probably because I already had the good setup. But here they are. Both of them are in. Let's get the Wise Fab installed. All right, guys, so we have all the Wise Fab in, minus those tow arms. I'm still waiting on those. Everything's all in. Preloaded the shocks all the way around. And it is looking good. So now I'm trying to find a way to mount the two-way reservoirs in the rear. I have the brackets here. That was 2 clamps just like this size. I cut it in half and drilled a hole in it. What I think I'm gonna do is put a riv nut up top and mount it just like this. All right, guys, my camera died, but I have the two-way reservoirs all mounted up. They're in a nice position right here where we can come up and adjust it nice and easy. Also off camera, I just whipped up our first crash structure here. The way I'm gonna do this one is nice and stout. I went ahead with the double bar design. It is removable, but this is a bit stronger. And then I'm gonna have probably an 1 3/4 sleeve. That's just about 2 inches long right here, maybe about 4 or 5 degrees. And it's gonna come out and make the same U shape and just be held in with a pin. So that way this can hold the bumper and this can just crumble. It's gonna be like some 060 really thin wall. So that way we have, you know, our weakest and stronger, and then hopefully we'll never get into this point because we'll have bigger issues if that happens. But getting back to the purpose of this video, everything is installed. I got the new tow arms. They're all in. Everything is torqued down. Everything is marked with a paint pen, and it's all done, good to go. I know I said I was gonna make the car a roller in this video, but it's gonna be a little bit until we get the bearings and hubs and rotors and everything in to actually put it on the ground. So I'm gonna end it right here. All the Wise Fabs in. Looks super sick. Very happy with how it all turned out. Thank you guys for watching this video. We're gonna keep on spitting them out until we get this car done. See ya.